to my first Inktober video for 2016. I'm just quickly going to show you some of the materials I'll be using. So this is a Pebeo black graphic Indian ink, which has just got a nice little pipette there to measure out for washes. This is kind of cheap and I still had it, so I wanted to use it up. You should always use whatever art supplies you have lying around first, or try to incorporate them. I know so many people who just continue to buy new art supplies, and I've been guilty of that before, but it's always good to try and incorporate your old stuff even if you don't like it too much. Try and use it up, or give it to a friend who has nothing and would love to use it. Don't let your art supplies go to waste. This here is actually Winsor & Newton black ink, a nice little pot of that. I love this ink. I haven't used it for quite a long time. I actually bought it, I think, in first or second year of art school when we had to do drawing and stuff, and I didn't do too much with it, and so it sat around for ages kind of leaking and getting old. But recently, last year, I found it again and started using it and trying to use all of that up before I buy a new pot of ink. It's still doing really well, great for washes, and of course is waterproof once put on paper. These are two of my favourite pens that I'll be using for Inktober this year. This is the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen, a classic which I'm sure all of you have heard about. If not, you need to get yourself one of these pens. I swear to God, best investment I've ever made. They have refillable cartridges which you can buy and put in yourself, or you can actually get ink and like a pipette and refill it yourself. Make sure you do get the correct ink for it. And then this one here is the Pilot Pocket Brush Pen in soft, and it unfortunately is not refillable, but I do love the spongy pen nib there. Mine is almost out, so I'm ordering a new one to use for this month. I absolutely love it. I think the issue with this one, it is not water or alcohol proof. I can't remember which, but yeah, so I can only use this and scan things in and then color them after I print out a scan. Next, I will be using my Pentel brush pen collection. Now, I bought a lot of these last year, so when I did have a job and I was working at an art store, so that is why I have so many. I got them in different colors, so there's black, grey, blues and all that sort of stuff. And then this one here I love. This is called a light black and it is really good for doing washes in your sketchbook. The good thing about these is that they are not alcohol ink like Copic, so you can use them on any paper, any pages, and they do not go through to the other side like Copics do. So these are great for sketchbooks. Even if you have a cheaper sketchbook, you can use these in and they won't ruin the paper. They're quite nice. This one here is a light black, and this one here is an empty aquash brush pen, so you can put water in it and use it with watercolors, or you can make your own ink mixture. So you can mix your own colors, make it light pink, whatever you want, make it purple, make it an even lighter gray, that's fine. These are great. I love these. I actually think they're not too expensive, especially if you are in America and you can buy from Jet Pens or Amazon quite easily. So I've got those. So using Inktober as well.
I'm also using Winsor & Newton white ink to add details and highlights to my pieces as well. And something I've been wanting to try for a while is this Winsor & Newton gold ink. I've seen a few artists use this and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm glad I finally have my hands on it. I'll give you a close-up of that. It's actually quite magical to look at and it's so beautiful. And the good thing about this ink is that once it's on the paper and it is dried, it is waterproof. Similar to the Winsor & Newton gold ink, this is another metallic ink by Art Spectrum, and it is copper. And on the front of the bottle, I love this brand and their inks. They have quite punny illustrations to go with the title of it. So here is what an Australian police officer, or copper as we call them, looks like, which I think is quite cool. I like that it's Australian and it's actually really amazing quality. When you compare the size of the amount of ink you actually get from Winsor & Newton Gold and this one here from Art Spectrum, it's quite a significant difference, and I'm not sure if it's just because Winsor & Newton is a more expensive brand or it's imported into Australia, that the prices are actually quite similar. And so I'm happy to have gotten the gold from Winsor & Newton. That's what everyone recommended. And this one here from Art Spectrum, which is the copper, it actually is more opaque, so less translucent compared to the gold, and I'll do a little swatch test for you.
Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I'm sorry my uploads are all over the place at the moment. I will be back to my regular schedule hopefully in November. If you would like to see my Inktober pieces, please go check out my Tumblr or my Instagram. I upload there more regularly than anywhere else. And until next time, bye!